Well, a very good afternoon to you on this 8th day of 2019. My name is Jesse Rogers. This is News Desk. Many thanks for joining us. Now, we want to cross live right now to Mombasa, where the Cabinet Secretary for the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, as well as the Principal Secretary, Karanja Kibicho, are holding a regional security meeting in Mombasa County with the National Government Administration officers at the Region's Commissioner's Office in Mombasa. They have been discussing a range of wide issues, including the security concerns arising from the coastal region. Let's listen in.
Security teams in the coast region. We're very grateful. We've gone through the festive season, and we are so grateful to our colleagues in the security sector for the work they have done. You heard it from my colleague, our Minister for Tourism. You heard it from so many people that we've had more numbers, more people visiting here, and more Kenyans visiting here during the festive season than we've had in the recent past, which is very good and which is what we all desire. And we are so grateful to our colleagues for the work that they have done. I have to be honest and tell you that none of these people who are standing here with me has been on leave. And it's okay. We are not complaining. We are very happy, and we thank God for the opportunity to serve our country and for the opportunity to do what we have been able to do to support our people as they were out on holidays. Secondly, we have appraised about 3 critical issues that we need to work on right now that are urgent in the security sector, particularly for coast, which I want to point out. One is that we have been receiving reports from our colleagues in the Ministry of Education on the numbers of our children who are reporting in Form 1, our children who are going back to school. You know, and you heard the President very clearly during Jam holiday celebrations, that we are focusing now on ensuring that all our children go to school. Our colleagues in the Ministry of Education are working hard. They have done a fantastic job in trying to place our children in school, and we are working with them to ensure that we support all our children to go to school. We have now, again, worked on a new program. All these county commissioners who are here and the deputy county commissioners in coast, chiefs and assistant chiefs, like their colleagues elsewhere in the country, are going to continue the round of barazas across the region to ensure that we get our children to school. And I want to say it here again to my fellow parents, especially from this part of our country. We would like to see in our lifetime the numbers of our children going to school in Coast Province going to 100%. We really, really want our kids to go to school. So please, parents, let's not have excuses. Let us take our children to school. Our chiefs and assistant chiefs will be going around, and we have asked them to file reports to us also. As reports go to the Ministry of Education, we also want to see their reports at the end of this month, at the end of February, so that we can tell whether they have actually met the goal of ensuring that every child has gone to school. Secondly, there's a problem that is unique to the coast region of our country, and I'll speak to it. And this is the challenge of killing the elderly. This problem is actually now almost becoming chronic in the coast region. It happens only here for various reasons. There are those who give excuses about, cultural reasons and so on. It is not true. That is an absolute lie. Anyone who kills someone is a criminal, is a murderer. That's what it is. So we are going to intensify this effort to deal with this problem. Of course, we are going to approach it in an inclusive way, working with local community leaders, working with faith-based organization leaders, and the Nyumba Kumi officials to begin addressing this problem. It is a serious issue. We know some of it could be tied to, the land tenure system in coast, challenges related to adjudication of land here. Our colleagues at the Ministry of Lands are working very hard on this. But even then, there is no good reason why anyone should take the law into their hands and, cause the death of any other Kenyan. So we're working on that, and now we'll begin taking the statistics and the figures. We are going to narrow down to the sublocations and the locations. We start tracking where this is happening so that we can sort this problem out once and for all. Thirdly, and I spoke about it yesterday in Kilifi, is a challenge we have in the coastal region of our country of this thing called disco matanga. This started off first of all, as a noble, ordinary cultural way of keeping vigil in homes where bereavement has happened. But it has transitioned to become essentially a criminal opportunity, or an opportunity for criminals to engage in distribution, sale and distribution of drugs, illicit brews, and so on. All these colleagues behind me here can tell you, both the county commissioners, our colleagues in National Government Administration, and the police commanders, the figures we have, the report we keep receiving from these so-called discomatangas of cases of rape. You know, for example, the early pregnancies we have noticed, for instance, in Kilifi County. We have agreed, and this is a decision we have taken as a security team in the region. From yesterday going forward, and let me say it here for the record, I have no problem deploying additional security resources on this issue. And we have discussed with the Inspector General of Police. We will step up. I have no problem deploying additional security resources specifically to deal with this issue. Because it is shameful for a country of our status to have these kinds of issues where our children, you know, our teenage children are raped. One county, 13,000 early pregnancies, one county. This is a crisis we have to confront, and we are not going to do public relations about it. We are going to be hard on this issue. We will crack hard on it. And anybody who is caught operating their disco matangas beyond 11 o'clock will be promptly arrested and prosecuted. And we are going to stay firm on this issue. It's something we must stop. I spoke to a good number of political leaders yesterday in Coast, several governors. I met the governor of Kilifi yesterday. I have an assurance from the political leaders in this region, at least those I spoke to, that this is something that they are on the same page with us. So let's begin the journey. We will not have, and all the police commanders have firm instructions, we will not have this Komatanga beyond 11 o'clock in Coast. And we must crack down on this thing until it comes to an end. We must go back to our normal, sensible way of life so that our children can go to school. They cannot hang out there, you know, playing loud music, engaging in, you know, consumption of drugs and so on and so forth. And we hope that we are going to raise a responsible generation as we go forward. We will not accept this. So all the other issues that we have dealt with in terms of security deployment, I am satisfied. The IG is here. We've had discussions on some of those small sporadic cases, you know, where crime cases are reported. The two that particularly we have looked at, the spate of M-Pesa theft cases in South Coast, particularly in parts of Kwale, what happened in Kisauni, and so on. We are paying special attention to those cases. As I said yesterday, I don't want to talk the details about this because as a rule of thumb, when a security operation is going on, we don't talk about it. And we have made very good arrangements to deal with these two cases. The message I want to pass to those criminal gangs, especially in those two parts of Mombasa or Coast in general, as I've said, we will not negotiate the security and safety of our people. We will not negotiate the security and safety of our people. You know for sure we will come for you. And you know we are going to be very hard on you. We will arrest you and we will take you before a magistrate. Our view is that if you are that kind of person who's running gangs and doing all those types of things around, you should not live among us. You should spend your time in prison. But we will wait to be told by the magistrates and the judiciary whether they agree with us. Chances are they most likely will agree with us. We will come for you and we will arrest you. We have an operation going on in Kisauni. We have mapped out some work in South Coast, in certain areas. That is all I can say about it. I will not talk more about that because we want to deal with those issues of the spate of M-Pesa theft and breakages in that part of our coast. But otherwise, other than that, the rest of the issues, my colleagues in the security team are addressing them, and we have made the plans we need. I can assure our fellow Kenyans in this part of our country that our country is safe and secure, and we can go about our businesses of building our country peacefully, coexist with one another, and respect and return the love of God for giving us a great country by being kind and nice to fellow men and working with each other so that we can develop our country, which is the greatest gift that the Lord has given us. So thank you so much, all of you, for coming along. I don't know if there's anything I've forgotten, but you know, because I'm here with the IG, it's important that you hear the voice of our Inspector General of Police. So I'll give him 1 minute to say something, IG. Especially, as you can see, resplendent in his brand new uniform.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm sure you will all agree with me that it is truly resplendent and good, contrary to what many of us wanted us to believe, that it looked horrible and bad. Does it look bad? No. It doesn't look bad, isn't it? I think the CS has said it all, that we have come here to thank our teams in the course for the great job that they have done throughout the year, especially during this festive season, and also thank members of the public for supporting us in the security sector that has given us this peace and tranquility that we're witnessing in this region and in the country at large. So we want to thank number one officers, both in Gao and in the police, and thank the public as well for supporting us. We'll continue intensifying in those areas that the CS has mentioned, so that the good people of this city and this region can live bila kusumbuliwa na wakora. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, sir. I'm
All
going
right.
to allow 2 questions, but kindly restrain your questioning to this press conference. I will give you another opportunity at another time this week to ask any other questions. So I'm going to take 2 questions related to this press conference kindly. So I'll allow you, and please keep 1 question each from the gentleman and you. You can start with me. Thank you.
All right.